plays a tune for those who wish to overlook the fact that they've been blindly deceived by those who preach and pray and teach. But she falls short and the night explodes in laughter.
Youthful in the beginning, like a coming-of-age story. First, I liked how the older brother was introduced during the start credits, just before they flashed Northern Lights. Really gave me a sense for his character. Things took a dramatic turn once the boys started fighting over the shop. However, they smoothed that out very quickly. And then afterwards met a tree named Hector. So I actually really appreciated the lesson of Hector. I thought that was well crafted. Landscapes were breathtaking, of course. It was a film more or less about the nature of things. I like the theme of working with nature a lot. So the shots were from far away, which may or may not have included the boys within the storyline. And then some close-up shots of the boys walking. And then the soundtrack involved was good to pull in the story as well.
This one had the best cinematography. I really enjoyed the shots of nature in the different scenarios, specifically when you see the ocean and they playing on the sand. It's very beautiful to see this relationship. I believe the casting was amazing. The performance, music, and script of this film were delightful.
Well written. I thought it was a strong, intimate story about brotherhood, and really appreciate how fully they developed those characters and that relationship with the backstory and their future. Loved where they shot. Thought they really took care in creating a simple but yet full story. I thought both actors did a great job in their roles and their choices, and thought it was a really lovely story of human emotion.
I loved this piece. It was gorgeously shot. Some of those landscape shots and the sunsets, the one image of the one brother in the lake alone, the shadows. Overall, I just loved being taken on this camping journey, or this kind of foray with these two brothers. Their relationship was so real, and it just really organically unfolded in their conversations and their direction in life. I find that return to your roots and to your legacy is a very beautiful topic to explore.
I love this one. I thought it was great. It was so solid. It was so well made, well just acted, and it was shot beautifully. I love the way that they incorporated the setting into the final product, where it's just, we get to see so many different setups because they're camping and they're traveling, and it's just like, that's so inherently compelling and interesting to watch. And the crew just did a great job with operating in those just kind of like outdoor circumstances where it's like, it's hard to run a generator, it's hard to get lights out there, and this was just really well made. The actors, I loved, they just had great chemistry, and that was basically what put this thing over the top, is when you pretty much only have two characters, their chemistry is just, it's so important, and they killed it.
There's a lot in the piece that I think is symbolic. Though it's very grounded in realism, there's a lot of symbolism, I believe, in the dialogue and visuals. The missing cat, for example, can most certainly, in some interpretation, represent the younger brother, who we see is called Kitty Cat, sometimes as a kind of teasing nickname from his older brother. We get that before the missing cat comes into the plot. And it could possibly represent him kind of meandering through his life, uncertain of where to go at this point. And then we have the tree, which is obviously a centerpiece of symbolism. and thematic significance in the piece. And there could be many different interpretations of what the tree signifies. But there is certainly something to be said about the woman's dialogue, that everything needs a name in order to have a purpose. And what, again, we see here is a struggle for identity. These two brothers figuring out where they want to go moving forward in life. But what's definitely, I believe, solidified by the end, which is fantastic, is that no matter what they decide, they will be in it together. They have this kind of almost primal camaraderie with each other, which is why we see that kind of tribal dance around the fire. No matter what happens and no matter what disputes they have, they will face the future with one another. And I think that was a great message to leave off with.
The relationship between these two brothers, or stepbrothers, as I think I understand, just has this sort of palpable tension that is played really well between the two actors. There's this push and pull, conflicts of interest. There's just a lot going on here, crammed in and really executed rather well. And I just think they did a great job at taking us through that story and into the minds of any two people who could find themselves in a situation like this. I just felt it felt really authentic, and I was sort of pleased with the level of discomfort that it provided. It's really an interesting watch.